It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Chiefs and the Jets on Sunday night primetime.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, when the schedule came out back in May, and folks made their lists of what might possibly be the best games of the year, this one definitely garnered a lot of votes. So now here we are, week 4, Mahomes versus Rodgers on what could be a very memorable Sunday night.
Made even more memorable by the fact that, as you mentioned, their first meeting ever. Now, there have been 2 other opportunities, but an injury to Mahomes and illness with Rodgers prevented these 2 from hooking it up. But that's going to happen in this one. And now, finally, those 2 going head-to-head.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Right to the air is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a team. 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And check down, complete to Hall.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
21 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rub right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their...
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Rodgers. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Rodgers to throw once more. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball through the...
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hall on a give up the middle. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Here's Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one is good. Too far out in front.
And their backs.
Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that...
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ball again on second down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers' throw taken in by Ruckert. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a second and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return comes Cobb. Escapes the defender. Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll think a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Throwing now is Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So out now come the Jets. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle taken in. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Here's Pacheco once again. There's big Quinnen Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Rice. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And now another one thrown incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 19 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they have had no answer to this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs, down by 1. 1:25 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it first and 10. Mahomes.
Finding Kelsey.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24-yard gain on the play.
Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 4.
Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mahomes will throw.
That'll be caught by Rice. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Kansas City, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.